Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today we're diving into the top 20 new upcoming RPGs hitting the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. From sprawling open worlds and tactical battles to cozy life sims and gothic adventures, this list covers everything RPG fans should be excited about. So whether you're a longtime Nintendo fan or just looking for your next adventure, you'll find something here to get hyped for. Let's jump in and check out what's coming to the Switch universe.
Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is set to make its long-awaited debut on the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026, marking a major moment for RPG fans who've wanted to see Bethesda's open-world series on a Nintendo platform. This version brings the complete Fallout 4 experience, expanded and refined, optimized for portable and docked play. You step into the role of a lone survivor, emerging from Vault 111, wandering a post-apocalyptic version of Boston, known as the Commonwealth. The game's core loop blends exploration, crafting, and decision-driven storytelling, letting you align with factions, build settlements, and customize every weapon and piece of armor you find. The Anniversary Edition bundles in all major expansions, plus Creation Club content, meaning the world feels more alive and unpredictable than ever. Whether scavenging through irradiated ruins or managing your growing community, every action subtly shapes the world around you. On Switch 2, smoother performance and refined lighting help the wasteland feel both haunting and strangely beautiful. A full-scale RPG, rebuilt for play anywhere.
Dinkum is set to launch on November 6, 2025, bringing its charming blend of life simulation and exploration RPG elements to both the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. Inspired by the laid-back feel of games like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley, but with a distinctly Australian twist, Dinkum drops players onto a sun-soaked island filled with wildlife, untamed forests, and endless opportunities for creation. You'll start with a modest camp and slowly turn it into a thriving settlement, farming crops, raising animals, and crafting tools to expand your community. The game shines in its sense of freedom. You can fish in tranquil rivers, explore deep mines for rare materials, or build elaborate town layouts that reflect your personal style. It's a world that feels alive, with shifting weather, day-night cycles, and changing seasons influencing your daily rhythm. Whether playing solo or with friends in co-op, Inazuma 11 Victory Road is set to release on the 13th of November 2025, bringing the beloved football RPG hybrid back to the spotlight on both Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. This new chapter blends fast-paced soccer gameplay with a rich narrative that captures the spirit of teamwork, ambition, and perseverance. Players step into the role of a young athlete striving to rise through the ranks, balancing the thrill of competitive matches with the emotional depth of an RPG journey. On the field, gameplay is a mix of real-time action and tactical control, passing, dribbling, and unleashing spectacular, special moves that define the series. Off the field, you'll recruit teammates, train their skills, and form bonds that influence how your team performs under pressure. The world is packed with rival schools, tournaments, and side stories that expand the experience beyond the pitch. On Switch 2, upgraded visuals and smoother animations make every match feel more dynamic, while the Switch version keeps the series' accessibility intact for fans who love portable play. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition is set to arrive on March 14, 2026, marking the series' long-awaited leap onto the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. This enhanced version of From Software's modern classic brings the vast and mysterious Lands Between to a hybrid platform for the first time, combining its intricate world design with technical refinements suited for handheld and docked play. As the Tarnished, players embark on a solitary journey across a sprawling open world filled with ancient ruins, towering castles, and deadly foes that demand patience and precision. The gameplay blends methodical combat with deep exploration, rewarding curiosity and mastery over brute force. Every encounter, from quiet forest paths to colossal boss battles, tells part of a larger story about ambition, loss, and destiny. The Tarnished edition includes refined visuals, faster loading, and subtle balance adjustments, making this the definitive portable version of an RPG that redefined open-world storytelling. An atmospheric adventure built on challenge, discovery, and quiet triumph.
I command thee now!
The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon is set to release on January 15, 2026, continuing Falcom's long-running saga with a new chapter that bridges past and future arcs of the Zamurian continent. Designed for both Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, this entry refines the series' signature balance between deep storytelling and strategic combat. Players follow a new cast of heroes whose paths intertwine amid growing political tension and technological upheaval, blending personal drama with large-scale conflict. The turn-based battle system evolves once again, introducing layered mechanics that encourage tactical thinking. Positioning, synergy attacks, and reactive counterplay all play a key role. Exploration remains central, with detailed towns, hidden trails, and side stories that expand the world's lore. What makes this entry compelling is its mature tone and focus on character bonds. Each decision, each conversation, subtly shaping the group's journey. For Switch players, it's an RPG built on world building and depth, not flash.
So this is how you aim to kill a god. All right, don't drop your guard, guys. We're taking this bad boy down! Ridiculous amounts of Mira and info are gonna be swirling around this thing. You can bet we'll be feeling the fallout from that mess one way.
Lost Hellden is set to release in 2025, bringing its hand-painted, atmospheric world to both the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. This upcoming RPG blends classic turn-based mechanics with modern action elements, creating a hybrid combat system where timing, positioning, and strategy all matter. Players follow twin brothers on divergent paths, each shaped by extraordinary circumstances that influence not only their personal journeys, but also the fate of the world around them. Exploration is key, with richly detailed environments, hidden secrets, and dynamic weather systems that add depth and immersion. Characters are highly customizable, and battles reward careful planning and exploiting enemy vulnerabilities to gain strategic advantages. The narrative emphasizes themes of identity, choice, and consequence, giving every interaction weight and resonance. On Switch 2, enhanced visuals and smoother performance elevate the hand-painted art and lighting effects, while the Switch version retains full gameplay depth in a portable form. For RPG fans, Lost Hellden promises a thoughtful adventure that balances story, strategy, and discovery. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales is set to release in 2026, bringing a fresh action RPG experience to the Nintendo Switch. Players take control of Elliot, a young adventurer accompanied by his fairy companion, Faye, as they venture beyond the safety of the kingdom of Huther into a vast, ancient world filled with ruins, hidden secrets, and formidable creatures. The gameplay blends exploration and combat seamlessly, allowing players to switch between 7 weapon types: swords, bows, chains, and more, while using Magicite to customize attacks and enhance abilities.
Faye provides tactical support in battle, encouraging strategic thinking rather than button mashing. The game's HD 2D aesthetic gives it a nostalgic yet modern feel, with vibrant environments and atmospheric lighting that make every area feel alive. Combat rewards timing, positioning, and thoughtful use of weapon skills, while exploration offers puzzles, hidden collectibles, and lore that deepen immersion. For RPG enthusiasts, Elliot offers a well-balanced combination of story, strategy, and discovery, creating a world that feels rewarding to uncover and master on both Switch consoles.
Bows and arrows to target enemies from afar. Chains and sickles to swing and pull enemies closer, and more. There are 7 weapon types in total, but that's not all. You can also strengthen your weapons by equipping different combinations of magicite. Try out all sorts of
Demonschool is set to release on November 19th, 2025, bringing a unique blend of tactical RPG and life simulation to both the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. Players take on the role of Faye, a freshman at a mysterious island academy where the ordinary rhythms of classes and club activities intersect with a hidden, supernatural world. Gameplay balances school life and strategy. You build relationships with classmates, manage schedules, and develop your team's abilities, while tactical battles demand careful positioning, timing, and planning to maximize combos and exploit enemy weaknesses. Each companion's growth and your choices influence not only combat effectiveness, but also the unfolding narrative, creating a meaningful connection between story and mechanics. The art style combines stylized 2D characters with atmospheric 3D environments, bringing the eerie yet charming world to life. For RPG enthusiasts, Demonschool offers a compelling mix of strategy, character-driven storytelling, and exploration, rewarding both careful planning and curiosity as you uncover the mysteries behind the Academy and its hidden powers.
And 15 characters to use in battle. Here are a few of them. Each character has basic attacks that complement each other. Oh, that's a dog, by the way. And unique special attacks that do things like insta-kill enemies for double the action points, drop items from the demon world, or start triple combos. Thanks for watching. Look forward to more.
Mina the Hollower is set to release on October 31st, 2025, bringing a darkly charming action RPG experience to both Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. Players take on the role of Mina, a skilled Hollower navigating a mysterious, cursed island threatened by creeping darkness. The game blends top-down exploration with precision combat, where Mina wields a whip and a variety of customizable tools to tackle enemies, solve environmental puzzles, and uncover hidden passages. Burrowing underground and traversing complex, interconnected areas adds depth to exploration, rewarding curiosity and experimentation. The story unfolds through atmospheric storytelling and interactions with the island's inhabitants, emphasizing a gothic, Victorian-inspired tone without relying on cheap scares. Combat and exploration are tightly intertwined. Mastering movement, timing, and abilities is as satisfying as discovering secrets tucked away in the world. On Switch 2, enhanced frame rates and visuals elevate the experience, while the original Switch version delivers full gameplay quality in a portable format. Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection is set to release on March 13th, 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2, delivering a fresh turn-based RPG experience set in the expansive world of Azuria. Players step into the role of a young rider, forming bonds with monsties, creatures you can hatch, train, and evolve, to explore diverse landscapes, from lush forests to towering mountains. Combat blends strategy and timing. You coordinate with your monsties, exploit enemy weaknesses, and chain attacks to maximize effectiveness, making every encounter feel tactical and engaging. Beyond battles, exploration and story intertwine, with quests, hidden secrets, and character interactions revealing the rich lore of Azuria and neighboring kingdoms. The narrative centers on balance and conflict between humans and monsters, giving weight to your choices without relying on typical JRPG tropes. Nintendo Switch 2 enhancements include smoother performance, richer visuals, and more dynamic environments, while the gameplay preserves the series' charm and depth. For RPG fans, Twisted Reflection promises a compelling mix of monster collection, tactical combat, and immersive world building.
Amazing!
You did it!
The Duskbloods is set to release in 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2, offering a dark, Gothic-inspired RPG experience that blends tactical combat with deep narrative immersion. Players assume the role of a member of the Bloodsworn, warriors transformed by a mysterious curse that grants extraordinary powers at a personal cost. The game's combat emphasizes strategy and timing, whether facing monstrous adversaries or rival players in cooperative and competitive encounters. Exploration is equally critical. Sprawling cityscapes, industrial zones, and shadowed wilderness areas hide secrets, loot, and lore that deepen the world and reward careful observation. The story explores themes of power, sacrifice, and identity, unfolding gradually through interactions, environmental storytelling, and the consequences of your choices, without relying on exposition-heavy dialogue. Enhanced visuals and performance on Switch 2 bring the moody, steampunk Gothic aesthetic to life, while gameplay systems encourage experimentation with abilities, gear, and tactics. For RPG enthusiasts,
close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon-to-depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2 are set to release on November 13th, 2025, bringing the origins of Kazuma Kiryu's saga to Nintendo Switch 2 with enhanced visuals and smoother performance. The first entry follows Kiryu as he emerges from prison, only to confront the treacherous underworld of Kamurocho, navigating a story of loyalty, betrayal, and honor within the Yakuza. Kiwami 2 expands the world, taking players to Osaka's Sotenbori district as Kiryu faces a legendary rival in a high-stakes gang conflict. Gameplay blends cinematic storytelling with intense street-level brawling, allowing players to chain combos, use environmental objects, and switch between combat styles seamlessly. Beyond the main narrative, the open urban environments are packed with side quests, minigames, and character-driven encounters that enrich the world and provide moments of levity amid the tension. The Dragon Engine in Kiwami 2 enhances movement, combat fluidity, and environmental detail, making exploration and battles feel more dynamic. For RPG and action fans alike, this bundle offers a gripping narrative combined with strategic, skill-based combat, all optimized for portable or docked play on the Switch 2.
When Yakuza Kiwami 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2, November 13th. And Yakuza Kiwami, the story that launched the epic series, is also launching on Switch 2 the same day, featuring enhanced graphics, improved frame rates, and
Pokémon Pokopia is set to release in 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2, offering a fresh take on the Pokémon universe with a focus on creativity, exploration, and environmental interaction. Players assume the role of a transformed Ditto, tasked with developing a previously untamed land into a thriving home for Pokémon. Gameplay emphasizes open-ended world building. You gather resources such as berries, wood, and stone to craft structures, grow crops, and create habitats that attract and support a variety of Pokémon. Each new Pokémon you encounter introduces unique abilities that expand your capacity to reshape the environment, encouraging experimentation and strategic planning. Unlike traditional Pokémon games, combat is minimal, and the focus is on interaction, problem-solving, and discovery within a dynamic ecosystem. The world is designed to feel alive, with weather cycles, seasonal changes, and hidden secrets that reward exploration.
For RPG and simulation enthusiasts, Pokémon Pokopia blends charm, strategy, and creativity, making it a compelling title for both casual play and longer, immersive sessions on Switch 2.
There's so much to do here. No need to rush, though.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is set to release on February 5th, 2026, bringing a full-scale remake of the classic JRPG to Nintendo Switch 2. Players begin on a quiet, small island, only to discover fragments of the world sealed in time, prompting a sprawling adventure that spans past and present eras. Exploration remains central. Towns, dungeons, and hidden lands are filled with puzzles, side quests, and secrets that reward curiosity. Combat is turn-based, with refined job vocation systems that allow characters to develop multiple skill sets, encouraging experimentation and strategy. Modern quality-of-life improvements, such as automatic defeat of weaker enemies and streamlined battle interfaces, make the experience more approachable without losing depth. The reimagined visuals present a diorama-like, vibrant world that enhances immersion and brings personality to every environment. For RPG enthusiasts, this edition balances the epic narrative scope and character-driven storytelling of the original with enhanced gameplay mechanics and smoother performance on Switch 2, making it an ideal entry for both newcomers and longtime fans.
Witchbrook is set to release in 2026 on both Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, offering a magical life simulation RPG where players take on the role of a young witch in training in the seaside city of Mossport. Gameplay blends exploration, crafting, and narrative choices. You attend classes at Witchbrook College to learn spells, customize your abilities, and practice broom riding, while also engaging in foraging, potion making, and seasonal events that shape the city and its inhabitants. Outside the classroom, you can renovate and decorate your cottage, cultivate gardens, and discover hidden secrets in surrounding forests. Relationships play a key role, as friendships and rivalries influence both personal and story progression, and your choices determine how the community evolves around you. Cooperative multiplayer allows up to 4 players to tackle shared magical tasks, enhancing replayability. With a charming pixel art aesthetic, dynamic environments, and a focus on freedom and character growth, Witchbrook promises an engaging RPG experience that balances cozy simulation, strategic spell use, and immersive storytelling, giving players a world that rewards curiosity and creativity on both Switch platforms. Ys Memoire, Revelations in Celceta is set to release in early 2026 on both Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, offering a refreshed take on Falcom's beloved action RPG. Players step into the shoes of Adol Kristen, an adventurer who wakes up in the uncharted forests of Celceta with no memory beyond his own name. Alongside his companion Durin, he explores vast landscapes, uncovers hidden secrets, and gradually pieces together his past. Combat is fast-paced and strategic, allowing you to swap between party members in real time, coordinate attacks, and exploit enemy weaknesses for maximum effect. Exploration is equally rewarding. Every corner of Celceta is filled with treasure, environmental puzzles, and shortcuts that enhance navigation and encourage curiosity. The game balances a strong narrative with engaging mechanics, letting players experience both character growth and world building simultaneously. On Switch 2, enhanced visuals, smoother performance, and dynamic lighting make the forested regions and dungeons feel alive, while the Switch version retains full gameplay depth in portable form.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is set to release in 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2, delivering a new chapter in the tactical RPG series with a focus on both strategy and narrative depth. Players step into a world where the heroic games bring together fighters from various factions, each with unique motivations and skills, to compete for a wish granted by a divine sovereign. Combat remains turn-based and grid-focused, requiring careful positioning, unit synergy, and strategic use of terrain and abilities to overcome challenging encounters. Outside of battle, players can develop relationships between characters, make choices that influence both story and support conversations, and customize units through classes and skill growth. The setting combines sweeping Mediterranean-inspired architecture with arenas, towns, and battlefields that feel alive and interconnected, encouraging exploration and tactical planning. Switch 2 enhancements provide smoother animations, richer lighting, and a more immersive presentation, while retaining accessibility for long tactical campaigns.
It is imperative that I face it again. I must cull it with this blade. My full strength.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me. For that reason,
Octopath Traveler 0 is set to release on December 4th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, bringing a fresh story and gameplay innovations to the HD 2D series. Players begin with a customizable protagonist in a devastated hometown, embarking on a journey of restoration and self-discovery across the shattered realm of Orstera. The game retains the series' signature turn-based combat with the break and boost system, allowing strategic exploitation of enemy weaknesses while coordinating party abilities. Players can recruit up to 7 additional allies, each with unique skills and path actions that influence exploration, combat, and narrative outcomes. Beyond battles, Octopath Traveler 0 emphasizes world building and choice. You can restore towns, interact with NPCs in meaningful ways, and uncover hidden secrets across diverse landscapes. The HD 2D art style blends pixel characters with richly rendered 3D environments, enhanced on Switch 2 for smoother performance and more immersive lighting.
Engage in new battles with parties of up to 8 characters.
We're in this together. Please and thank you!
Time to teach you a lesson. Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds across Orstera.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is set to release on January 22, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2, bringing the acclaimed story and combat of Cloud Strife and his companions to a portable and docked hybrid platform with technical enhancements. Players experience the sprawling city of Midgar as Cloud joins Avalanche, an eco-resistance group, to challenge the corrupt Shinra Corporation, with the narrative expanding into broader, high-stakes conflicts that shape the fate of the world. Combat blends real-time action with strategic, command-based systems. You dodge and attack in the moment, switch between party members, manage ATB gauges, unleash abilities, and execute limit breaks to control encounters. The Intergrade portion adds a bonus story arc, introducing new missions and perspectives that deepen understanding of the world and characters. Enhanced visuals, smoother frame rates, and refined lighting on Switch 2 make the urban environments, battles, and cutscenes more immersive, while retaining the tactical depth and narrative intensity that define the series.
No freaking way!
Boss!
Get wrecked!
Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D Remake is set to release on October 30th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2, bringing the foundational entries of the iconic Dragon Quest series into a modern HD 2D presentation. The first game casts players as the descendant of Erdrick, tasked with confronting the Dragon Lord and restoring peace to the land of Alefgard, while the second expands the scope, following multiple members of Erdrick's lineage as they unite to defend the world from a looming threat. Exploration and turn-based combat remain central. Players navigate towns, dungeons, and overworld maps, interact with NPCs, and engage in battles using weapons, spells, and abilities. Modern enhancements streamline gameplay without altering its classic feel, offering clearer visuals, improved interfaces, and subtle quality-of-life improvements. The HD 2D art style blends charming pixel sprites with dynamic lighting and layered environments, giving both worlds depth and personality. For RPG enthusiasts, this remake delivers a faithful yet refreshed experience.
We'll be battling against multiple enemies. You will have to master a broad set of fighting skills and magic abilities to keep the burgeoning horde of horrific nasties from terrorizing Alefgard. You can approach combat in numerous ways, but a considered strategy is a must.
Such strength!
And that wraps up our countdown of the top 20 new upcoming RPGs on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. There's a ton of variety here, from epic fantasy sagas and monster bonding adventures to strategic battles and charming life sims, something for every RPG fan. Which of these games are you most excited to play? Drop your picks in the comments below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more in-depth gaming videos. And I'll see you next time.